Hi, and welcome to another FotoFacts podcast episode, this time live video from Bedford Camera in Oklahoma City. So welcome. So before we get going and interview these wonderful people that we have that are very nervous and giggly, they're trying not to giggle. I'm very curious on how they're going to edit this. This is going to be really interesting. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be awesome. So I just want to bring up that we have PhotoCon for Bedfords in Oklahoma City coming up next year. But you're thinking, Robert, why are you saying this next year, 2016? It's going to be March 4th and 5th. You have a chance to sign up for discount tickets before the end of November. If you want to know how, well, you just have to go to photofactspodcast.com and take a look at the show notes. This video also will air live on Bedford's own TV channel. Jeff is in the back. Oh, he's giving us a thumbs up, so I must have done something proper, which is totally awesome. All right, so let's get back into the meat of the show, or get to the meat of the show. We are here with amazing, talented wedding photographers, Haley and Travis Garrett from Oklahoma City. So, hi, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you guys for coming out. You're really nervous, right?
Thank you for having us.
Awesome.
you.
So, we could talk about all the things that people want to know, like, oh, how did you get started in photography? What kind of camera you shoot? Blah, 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 blah. We're different. And this is kind of like explicit. So if you drop an F-bomb here or there, it might not be okay. No, it will be okay. It's fine. But that's not going to happen because you guys are so classy. Now, we're going to start with you because you're sitting closer to me and you're wearing the better shoes.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, we heard you click-clocking all the way in from the bathroom. And she just bebops in like this, oh, look at my shoes. It's awesome. So, in the industry, when I talk to people and your name comes up, more than once, you have been referred to as the Jasmine Star of Oklahoma.
Oh, my goodness.
Based on your writing and your photography and your clothing style.
Oh, that is... I don't even know what to say.
No, seriously, it's been absolutely amazing. So I want to know, what is your thoughts about blogging? Since that's what Jasmine Star does, and a lot of people relate to that. So what about your blogging thoughts for people out there?
Blogging thoughts. Well, I mean, just the way we blog is we love telling a story. We love telling, the moments and getting to know our clients so we can, write on the blog and everything.
She is so nervous, it's absolutely giddy. Now, these two can handle extremely high-end, difficult wedding situations with ease. They don't even sweat. I talked to Travis earlier, and he said that my wife does not sweat. She glistens.
No.
That's what he said.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so ma'am, I've been ad-libbing a little bit. But she is totally, completely nervous. So you guys shoot Nikon or Canon?
Shoot Nikon.
Nikon. Why did you guys choose Nikon?
Honestly, my dad, he's the one that kind of introduced me to photography and everything. I grew up around a camera, actually being videoed all my life. I grew up in dance, and I was like, Dad, video me and everything, and then now I'm nervous being videoed. But growing up, I was around a camera, I was around equipment all the time, and so my dad used Nikon gear, and that's pretty much he introduced me. And by the way, shout out to my dad, David Hunter, love you.
Oh, that was awesome. Do you think Dad's going to watch this?
I think
he will now.
He will now.
Okay. Yes. Dad loved you too.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, so that's kind of what brought us into Nikon gear.
Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about this transition into weddings, because most people don't start in photography thinking, man, I want to be a wedding photographer.
Exactly.
So when you met Travis, was he already a Nikon shooter, or did you have to convert him?
Oh, no. When we met, we didn't even know that we wanted to do photography at all.
So this something happened afterwards.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
So just give us an idea, how did that transition? What happened?
Well, basically, so we have actually been married for, it'll be almost 10 years.
10 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
When's the anniversary? In June?
In June.
So you're like at 9.5.
Yep.
Yep, 9.5.
9.5.
10 years, really?
10 years, yeah.
You guys are like still lovey-dovey?
Always.
Oh, always.
Oh my God. I am so glad we got that on video. Wow, that was like almost sickening. You guys can turn away now anytime.
Oh, yeah.
So 10 years of marriage, and then you decided one day you woke up and thought, oh my God, I'm going to be a photographer.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I started, basically, I started photographing my sister using my dad's equipment. And then I just started, posting him online and everything. And then that's how I just kind of started getting business. And he was actually my bag boy for a little while.
As every good husband should be.
Yep.
Oh, you're great. Now
Oh,
my
yeah.
wife is just going to be busting my kneecaps later on. Oh, bag boy. We have a wedding this week, and I'm sure I'm going to get called bag boy a lot.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be hilarious.
That's awesome.
So he was just the bag boy, and
He
then
was,
you
he
found out
was.
he actually was talented.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much I taught him the basics and the ropes and, everything about the camera and then he catches on quick. He's a fast learner. And so and he's what I call my tech guru, He loves all this stuff and
The student has now become the teacher.
I'm sorry, it's hilarious. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, been married for almost 10 years. And you're like, well, he's a fast learner. What else have you had to teach him? Like how to pick up after himself, how to put the lid on the toilet down?
You know what? I still have to tell him, put up your boxers or whatever. It's still, oh no. He's learning though. But yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So you're basically the tech rep. So you're
Essentially, yeah.
And you know what? That's what happens a lot with a lot of people we talk to. The guy winds up being the bells, whistles, and knobs guy.
Yep.
And the girl's the more creative outlet of the bunch. Which I think is really interesting because I'm kind of the same way. My wife is very creative. And I'm like, okay, I need to have 2.8 here and that, and no, don't shoot anything less than 35 millimeter because we'll get some nose effect. So it's always that kind of stuff. So with the technical aspect, so with the wedding photography you guys do, which by the way is pretty freaking amazing. I guess I gotta give you guys props.
Well, thank you.
It's
Thank
very,
you.
Appreciate it.
very cleanly lit, perfectly processed, very realistic, and it's timeless.
Definitely.
It's not like some of the things I've seen. Well, it's not like big hair in the 80s, which I would love for it to come back. So if any ladies have the big 80s hair,
right?
please come on the show. But, the images you guys take today, or just the one I saw recently at the golf course, which was gorgeous. 15 years from now, that's still a relevant image. It's not something that's been processed where people say, oh, that's so 2015.
Exactly.
And I really, really love that.
Thank you.
Occasionally, I steer away from that with a very heavy vignette. And then I go back and look at them a year later and think, oh my God, what was I thinking? Was I blind? So Travis, being the technical guy, what's that one product or service that you just can't live without in your wedding photography business?
Gotta have those lights.
Gotta have the lights.
Gotta have the lights.
Oh, so let's talk about the lights. What lights
Well,
do
it's
you
not that
use?
I have to have them, it's that I choose to have them.
Are you an available light photographer?
If I bring it, it's available, right?
Yes! Give me a high five on that one. That's what I'm talking about. Because we love to bash natural light photography. I'm just...
Well, natural light has its place.
It does have its place.
And there's some very natural light photos out there.
They're great ones.
I really enjoy the dynamic of the off-camera flash.
Of being able to control it. So what's your main way of using it? You're using Nikon speed lights or a different brand?
We use a little bit of everything. We use studio strobes, mainly the Einsteins from Palsy Buff.
Oh, those are great units.
Love those. And then the white lightnings, the Alien Bees, the same line. And then the Nikon speed lights.
That's totally awesome. Now triggers, what do you guys use for triggers?
We use radio poppers.
Really? I love radio poppers.
Yep.
Well, see, this is all the stuff I had to put in the show notes, like radio poppers, do a link to them. Maybe we'll get some feedback from them. They're pretty pricey.
They are.
But they are worth their weight in gold.
They are.
They're worth it.
I personally like them a lot compared to the TT5s for Pocket Wizards that seem to have a lot of upgrades and firmware, that kind of stuff. But they work really good. So on the non-technical aspect, since I know that you're not, but I'm going to ask the question anyway.
All right.
On the non-technical aspect, is there a certain mind frame that you guys use when you go into a wedding? what is that one thing that you could tell our audience, which is normally, ooh, I'm sitting here topping the microphone. I'm used to being like this close. What's that one thing you can tell our audience, which is normally new photographers, and we do have some experienced ones that follow us. Do you have a certain mind frame that you go into the wedding, like the day of the wedding, you get up and you're like, okay, I'm going to go create some absolutely amazing images, or hey, I'm just going to wing it and see what happens, and ooh, look how cool this one came out. So what's your train of thought in the morning time when you're getting up and getting ready for a wedding?
Well, a little bit of both. So you want to go in, you want to try to be creative. You want to try to plan to be creative, but then also if you just come to a certain location or a certain spot with the lighting is great, you just fly by the seat of your pants and just go for it.
You guys don't use a shoot list, or do you
Well,
have a shoot
we
list?
we always use a standard shoot list.
We do.
But
it's kind of in my head, I guess. By now. But it's
it's like muscle memory. We just know.
Yeah, the details, the getting ready, and all that.
Okay, so the formal shots after the wedding, who does the posing?
I do a lot of the posing. I do a lot of the posing. I'm more hands-on. I'm more, touchy-feely, and that's how I am. But he does some of the posing too. So what we actually do, what is cool, if you're a husband and wife team, we actually show them. We get into the pose ourselves and show them like what we want. And sometimes it's hilarious because, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I help them, get into it. And sometimes I'm like, come here, babe,
Let me show how I want this done. I'm going to lean my head on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm going to kiss his ear.
Now you're making me nervous.
No, not at all. You guys are doing fantastic. This is fantastic. This is great information.
Yeah.
So, on the whole wedding thing, is that are you guys primarily wedding photographers only? Do you do family portraits or anything along those lines, or are you just focusing strictly on weddings?
Well, we mainly focus on weddings. That's our main focus. Mm-hmm. And then we are also doing senior photography. Like we did a high school senior session last night. So we do a little bit of offering seniors and limited family sessions. So for certain months we'll offer family sessions. And
I'm glad you clarified that, because I was thinking limited.
Yeah, limited. Just if we're, kind of a little bit slower that month with weddings, then we kind of just...
What about babies?
We don't do babies.
So have you not got the call from the bride that says, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I want you to shoot my baby.
We actually have, yes. What we're actually going to do, we're going to do a
See,
session.
here we go. I knew it was coming.
So never say no.
I know.
Never say no.
Never say no. But we actually are going to do a newborn session with one of our clients. They're not even pregnant yet, but she's just like, well, when I have a baby, you guys have to do it. She's like, I love your style, I love the lighting, So we'll see.
And his eyes lit up like, I didn't know anything about this. Let me talk when we get to the car. What do you mean we're doing a baby session? What?
I know, right?
I drop them all the time.
I know.
That is just absolutely crazy. You guys are like totally fun stuff. So what kind of advice can you guys give to, the industry? There's so many people that come in right now. And I think that everybody deserves to have a shot at their passion. If they're passionate about photography
Absolutely.
and they want to pursue it,
Definitely.
more power to them. I'm willing to help them out. But there's a lot of people that are in it for the money. Mm-hmm. Which is okay. We all want to make a living, but there are people that look at weddings as the big paycheck. They're getting $3,000-$4,000 a weekend, and they're not looking at the 60 or 70 hours of hard work they're having to put into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But new people that are coming into the industry right now with all the stuff that they have available, what's the one thing that you guys wish you would have learned early on that may have been difficult? Like for me, it was business. I went to college for photojournalism with the Air Force. Mm-hmm. Spent my entire life in the Air Force for 20 years doing photojournalism, and basically I get out of the service and I'm thinking, well, I'm a great photographer, so that's going to equate to money, and it doesn't. Not at all. So I really wish that I would have done less stripper math. And stripper math is when, stripper math is simple math. It's like, oh, I just got paid $3,000 for a wedding, so I have $3,000 I can spend. And you really don't. There's other things you have to take out for that.
Right.
So you look at the bank account and think, oh my God, I have 2 wedding albums I got to deliver, and I don't have any money in my account. But I have a new car, I got a new camera, So for me, it was the business aspect. You know, that's something
Yeah.
that really put some dings in my career in the beginning. Is there something that you guys wish that you would have learned early on? Because you guys are really doing quite well. And I mean
Thank you.
quite well in the sense of when I talk to people in the area, you guys are spoken highly of, very personal, great images. You have a following. So what is that one thing that you wish new people coming in would get wise to fast?
Gosh,
I know.
no, that's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It
Because
is
you guys
tough.
were so perfect and everything ran so perfectly
Well, I don't know
smooth from
about
day
I don't know
one.
about that, but
I don't know about that. Let's see.
And this is
What
where
would you
Jeff's going
say?
to put the dun 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 dun.
I know. I would say the business. As
Probably
well.
business, yeah.
I really would. I mean, we never went to business, like we don't have a major in business or anything like that, you know. And I don't know. I think that honestly, for me, I'm friends with my clients. That's what I love. You know, I think, you know, yeah, you have to separate the business and then the friendship, but I would say just, I don't know, be positive and, you know, have an outlook and just never give up and keep going. You know, even if, I mean, we've been doing this for, 7 years? And we've been photographing weddings for 5 years. So I would say, I mean, just keep at it. Even if you make a mistake, that's the whole point of learning. I had to realize that.
right.
Like, making mistakes, I don't like making mistakes, you know? But when I do, I have to realize, don't give up. Just keep going and keep learning. And I would say, you know, he's like awesome at research. And so he will be like, hey babe, he'll like send me texts and say, hey babe, check this out. You know, and
Check
so
out this new software I just bought.
Yeah, and so, you know, I would say like just keep learning.
Learn as much as you
Because
can.
honestly, we're still learning. I mean, I think everybody's still learning.
Oh, I
That's
think
what I
you're
love
right,
about this
yes.
business.
You can never stop learning. I mean, I
Yeah.
still go to classes now, even the basic classes. Have you guys ever been to a Nikon class? Okay, I'll get you some information. But Nikon puts on the Nikon school.
Okay.
And you know, most people like us, we know how to use our cameras. So it's like, oh, I don't need anybody to tell me. But you go to these classes, and it's like, oh my God, I completely forgot about that basic function of the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
try and
easy to
start
do.
using that more. So I think you're right. It's not the giving up. A lot of the people that we talk to generally, I think they have an issue with comparisons.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
okay, I've been in this for 3 years, and I should be at X level compared to someone here that's only been doing it for 1 year. You know, you are where you are based on what you did, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And if you don't like what it is, change what you're doing.
Right.
I mean, people look at me like, oh, Robert, you've been doing it for 35 years. You know everything. Wrong answer. No,
Yeah.
totally not even close. I have screwed so much stuff up I'm serious, that talking about learning, I have
Yeah,
screwed
yeah.
up everything there is. You tell me anything, I guarantee you I screwed it up. And I just want to bring this up because I love, you know, I know you're on the spot, but coming up with don't give up, don't quit, and keep learning. I think that's one of the things that PPA wants you to do. Because you guys are both PPA members and
Oh,
they were
yeah.
strong proponents
Definitely.
for PPA. But I had a bride that I actually lost because of a comment I made. And, you know, and it's okay. Sometimes that happens,
Yeah.
right? And it was a good, solid referral. And I'm almost hoping that she doesn't watch this, but she probably won't. Who knows? She could be a photographer now, and I don't even know. And during the conversation, she asked me, she says, well, why is your photography so much better than everybody else's? And I said, well, I'm not. I'm not better than anybody else. But for the 20 brides a year that we shoot, I'm their best choice. And then, of course, me being cocky and being an old man, I just looked at her, and she's was a very young, beautiful young lady. I mean, striking. And so was the bridemaid that was the referral, okay? And I just looked at her and said, well, the secret to our success and wonderful photos are hot brides and even hotter bridesmaids. I had no idea how deep the rabbit hole I had to go
Hot
on that one.
water.
Because I meant hot bridesmaids
Yeah.
and hotter brides.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
3-hour conversation the next day on how she felt that I was not going to be focused on her, but focused on her friend that had given me the referral.
Oh no.
Oh,
Come to
no.
find out, there's this whole underlying little jealousy thing that was going on between them. I had no idea. And I just told her, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. You're going to be better with another photographer. I promise you. But I learned my lesson, so I don't use that anymore during a wedding consultation. It just works out. But I love that enthusiasm and how your eyes were lighting up, talking about how you're friends with your clients.
Yeah.
So it brings to mind one thing that's something that I'm struggling with a lot, and I think a lot of photographers are as well, is how do we give the same attention to all of our clients kind of like equally? Because I'm sure you guys have some clients that maybe you connect a little bit deeper with.
Yeah.
And you seem to be more available text message wise, email wise, phone call wise,
Yeah.
meet for lunch, whatever the case may be. And then some, you connect on a really good level, but it's just not, it's not as deep.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a workflow in place or anything where you can make sure that you have these thank you cards go out at a certain time, or thank you gifts, or hey, we haven't talked to so-and-so bride in a while, let me just make a phone call and check. Is that something that you guys have implemented in your business?
Yeah, pretty much I do a lot of the emails and the contacts and the text messaging. I honestly, I just pretty much, if I email them something or, call them or whatever, a lot of brides now, they love text messages. So, because they're on the go and they're busy and maybe they can't talk, because let's face it, during the day, they work 8 to 5 and we have you know what I mean, the whole day, to editing, and we can kind of do what we want. So basically I don't know, I would just say that I text them and let them know, hey girl, how's it going? Is there anything we can do for you? We're looking forward to your engagement session or bridal session. Just a quick little text message, actually goes a long way with our clients.
That's
It
awesome.
really does.
Do you
It
guys
really
have
does.
a workflow where you're texting different clients at different time periods of the wedding process? Maybe some kind of workflow to kind of keep you on track. Because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
get where it's some clients I'm a little bit more connected with.
Yeah.
So I tend to think of them more often.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's really hot. I need to go ahead and send her a text. Or, oh, her husband was a doofus. I don't want to text him right now. That kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have those needier brides, and then the ones that are I'm good. Just show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just show up and I'm happy.
Show
Yeah.
up. We know you're going to do a good job. That's good. You know,
I've already checked
and-
off the box of hire a photographer, so
Yeah.
I need to move on to the caterers now.
Definitely. But what we do is usually about a month before, I actually send them out a questionnaire. And so
Awesome.
yeah, so we have a questionnaire where I ask them, where are you getting ready? What time can we be at the venue? Do you want to do a first look? Family formals before, everything. So I do all that. Once they answer, because usually about a month before, they know their cake artist, they know their makeup artist, they know all that.
Did you say cake artist?
Cake artist.
Is that what you said, cake artist?
Yes.
All right, is there anybody watching this out there that's a cake artist? We want you on our show.
Yes.
Please bring samples. Okay, continue, because I've never heard cake artist.
Hey.
But I like it. I like it.
know,
I like
right?
it a lot.
Right?
Makeup artist. So we're basically a photo artist. An
could look at it that way.
We're an image artist.
There you go.
We're basically like plastic surgeons.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
all right, we won't go there.
I know, don't go there.
So you have a kind of workflow and a questionnaire that you send out.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta ask. I just need to know.
Yeah.
What do you guys use for questionnaires?
Actually,
I
I'll
love
give
that.
a shout out to Zach and Jody. If you
Oh
know
no!
Zach and
Don't
Jody.
it? Seriously?
Yes.
Seriously, do not pull the. Okay, so I tried not to have a hug fest with Jody and the baby at Imaging. We were in the elevator together,
Oh, awesome.
and I'm trying to be really cool in the corner. I'm like, hi. And she's like, hello. And I'm trying not to be a creeper. Yeah, you know, but I'm thinking, you know, she's with the baby, and I don't know if she was like working out or jogging because she had like some jogging outfit thing on.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to like drill her for questions. I wanted to like hit the elevator button and really freak her out and say, hey, I got some questions to ask you.
Wait, stop.
But they are absolutely amazing. I love them.
Yes, we love them. We met them at WPPI, and they're awesome.
They
I
are.
bet
so
you guys
cool.
didn't creep them out like I probably did. She's probably still talking about me right now.
Oh my
Like this
gosh.
old fat guy that was like had like Krispy Kreme donut flakes on his shirt. I was stuck in the elevator with him. He's looking really weird.
Oh my gosh.
So you're using their questionnaire set?
Yeah, we got their questionnaire, and we love it because it's exactly what questions I need to know in order to plan out the day. So I basically, once I get all the answers to the questions, then I either call them, or if they're unavailable to call, like, you know, talk on the phone, I'll just text them. And I basically send them an email saying, all right, girl, you know, we're going to show up at this time. This time is bridal party images. This time is the first look, you know, everything, like to a T. A lot of my brides, you know, it depends on if they want it to be super organized and they're like stressing out. I'm like, don't even worry about it. I got it. You know, I'll do the stressing for them, you know. And so, because I know how it is planning a wedding, and, you know, we know about it. So
That was 10 years ago. You have no idea.
I know. Who knows now?
There was no Pinterest 10 years ago.
I know.
There wasn't.
Oh gosh.
There wasn't.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I do, and then they'll say, "Yep, sounds great," or "Hey, can we do this and that?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and that way we don't stress like the day of. So they know exactly what time to be where, and I always, just a tip, like I always, if I say, you know, first look at 4, it's really like maybe 4:15, but I say 4 o'clock because you know
It's always going to run
weddings
late.
always run late.
Always.
So I really try to, you know, kind of
Build in some
Yeah,
time.
build in some time. for sure.
Give margin there.
So talking about
For
late,
sure.
Travis, she was going to be the nervous one, and we can't get her to shut up, which is awesome. I love it. I think it's adorable. I have to tell you, she is absolutely amazing, and the way her
Aw.
eyes light up when she talks
Oh, my
about work, just to me, it tells you have passion. You know, you're not the stiff going, yeah, we have a check box that we put down what time we're going to be there and when is the check due. And, you know,
No.
so you really enjoy it, and I think that really shows in your work, and that's why people love you so much.
Thank
So
you.
Travis, back to you.
All right.
So let's hear, okay?
Okay.
I want to hear worst case scenario what happened at a wedding. Give me one of your like situations where it's like, oh my God, you know, I can't believe this happened, and this is how we came through and handled it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, whatever you come up with, I'm gonna beat.
I bet you will. Thankfully, we haven't had a crazy thing
Oh
happen.
my God, really? Come on.
However,
okay.
I do have a short story. So I went outside and I was waiting at the end of the wedding. I was waiting for the grand exit. So I was going outside, getting my lighting right, getting my settings and everything. And the man and a woman, they walk out. They're hanging on each other. They say, "Hey, photographer, get a picture of us." So okay, snap a couple. And as I'm going back down to look at my camera, they say, the woman says, "Make sure my husband gets a copy of that." And my mouth just dropped. I was, okay, sure. And the guy was like, "Yeah, make sure my wife gets a copy of that too." So, needless to say, that got deleted as fast as it could,
yeah.
and
They were so
that never
wasted.
happened.
You are totally
But
awesome.
that's probably the worst thing that we've had.
I've had
Yeah.
some pretty crazy ones, but in recent memory, and I know she's not going to be one. I'm going to start doing, instead of weddings, I'm going to start doing divorce parties. I think there's more money in that based on how that comes out.
So sad.
So,
That is sad.
so at this wedding at a venue that is now closed, so if you've been in Oklahoma City for a while, this is the venue in the country that's now closed. There was no bathroom in the bride's area to get ready. And it opened up into a gigantic, large room where the ceremony was going to take place. And we do the same thing. We try and, you know, have you felt like you're like a wedding coordinator most of the times?
Oh yeah.
I really
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
want them to
Yeah.
get a wedding coordinator, but if not,
Then we
You're
are.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
the DJs always think they are, but they're not.
No.
They are not the coordinators.
No.
We are the coordinators.
Oh yeah.
So I'm talking to my bride, and she had already been, drinking a little bit because she's really nervous. And you know how that goes. They're very nervous.
yeah.
So, a couple of nips of the bottle to calm the nerves is always good. And it's like 20 minutes before she's supposed to walk. So everybody's in the bar. And I'm like, so we probably need to get you to go to the bathroom before because the ceremony is about 40 minutes. They're going to have this long ceremony, the lighting of the candles, the pouring of the sands, all the little symbolic things that people do versus going to Vegas and just doing it. Just FYI, I've done that twice. Anyway, so she's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, no, it's got a 40-minute ceremony. Then at least 30 minutes of doing some formals after that. So you're probably not going to be able to go to the bathroom for, a good hour and a half. And
Yeah.
we don't really want you uncomfortable, plus the dress you have is going to be hard to get you out of. Mm-hmm. So she says, okay, I do have to go now that you mention it, but I don't want to go out there where people can see me. I said, well, we can, take a towel, take a blanket or something, and we can, kind of like shield you so the people that are sitting down already don't see you and walk you to the bathroom and then walk you back. As this conversation is going on between myself, my wife, and the bride and one of the bridesmaids, she all of a sudden starts like, oh my God, the more you guys talk about this, I really, really got to go. Like bad. And she is positively not going to walk out in this area. So Robert, being the MacGyver of the world, I said, would you, if I found a container, go to the bathroom here? She said, oh, absolutely.
Oh my God. That's
And I'm
awesome.
thinking that I need to patent this idea. Because, it's really hard to get those
Yeah.
dresses off and install a
Oh,
regular
yeah.
toilet.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I went and got a big, 5-gallon pickle jar, and I just told the staff, I said, the bride is feeling ill. And that right away they want to rush in there. I'm like, no, we got under control, but I need to have a bucket. If you could put a little bit of water in the bottom of it and a little bit of Clorox, she'll throw up in this, and then I'll dump it. So we used that, slid it up under the dress. She did her business. I didn't want to go back to the staff and say, oh, look at this big thing of pee.
No.
So I had to walk it all the way out, throw it out, rinse it out, and then rush back to shoot the wedding.
You are awesome, man.
That's good.
There's a story for you.
That is good. That is good.
Wow.
That
Yeah,
definitely
so we
beats mine.
take care of our clients when we can.
That's
Yep.
right.
So anyway, they're divorced now, but that's a different story. I'm 0 for 1 in that area.
Oh my God.
So one thing before we wrap up that I'm excited, and they don't want to announce, but I'm going to announce it anyway. Travis is pregnant.
Whoa.
No, I'm just teasing. So have you guys thought about some mentoring or teaching?
We have.
We have. We really have.
There you have it. Here first, they have announced their candidacy to be an instructor. Dun, dun, dun. I think it's an awesome idea. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. And it's not because we're
Look
cold
at this.
in
I've
here.
had goosebumps this whole time.
Really?
Yes.
I couldn't take that
I'm
out in
cold all the
Photoshop.
time.
That's a little, well, it's because you have no meat on your bone. No, I'm serious, okay? This whole fatness right here is a protection from the nuclear war.
Oh my-
All those gamma radiations are going to pull the fat right off, and I'll survive, and all the skinny people, you'll be skeletons.
Oh, great. I used to
That's okay.
fatten up.
That's okay. You guys can hold each other while you pass away, because he looks pretty skinny too. I can't wear a vest like that. I tried a long time ago. Button popped off the top, almost knocked out a groom's eye, so it was really bad. So I can't do those anymore. And you guys are totally awesome. So what's your website, just so that listeners out there can know?
It's travisandhaleyg.com. And when you spell Haley, it's Haley. And then G.com.
I spelled it right, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay,
did.
you're just going to say that because.
Just in case, there's so many different
Now it's
spellings.
G. They
Haley.
did G because Garrett was already taken by the Garrett. What do you call it? The little
Metal
detectors.
detectors, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys didn't want to associate with that, because that would be a totally cool photo shoot. Like if you had a
Oh, it
metal
would
detector and the
be.
groom, and he's doing the beep beep on her finger.
Yeah.
Choose Garrett because
And
we
I-
know the real ring. It'll be great. So,
Yeah.
have you guys thought about where are you going to start in your instructing career? I think there's a lot of people out there could really benefit from your wisdom and your passion. I mean, you guys' passion is absolutely amazing. That to me means more than anything in the world, equipment or anything. If you have the passion to do something, you're going to strive to do your best, and you're not going to quit.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Which is what a lot of
Yes.
photographers do, and it's sad because they get in, they're passionate about it, they find out it's a business. It doesn't work out well at the taxes at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to shoot occasionally for special people because I owe the tax man a lot of money. But anyway,
Yeah,
so where are you guys going to try and start this? Are you thinking about doing your own website? And I'm putting them on the spot. They're looking at Trevor's
I
like,
know.
oh, I am going to like kill you when this is over.
We'll probably start small.
Yeah.
A couple individual mentoring sessions,
Great.
and then
oh.
depending on how that goes, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Maybe
So
do
you
a,
hear
do a
it
small
here first.
small class or something like that.
So they can
Yeah.
follow you on Instagram,
Definitely. yes.
Facebook, your website.
Yep.
And I'm gonna venture eventually something's gonna a little extra tab will show up on the website. Will
Yep.
say for photographers.
That's right.
All right, before we go, I keep saying that all the time, and I think Jeff is back there almost out of hard drive space on his laptop from recording. He is having an absolute blast over there. He's enjoying this a lot. He's not going to edit any of this. It's just going to go and go and go and go.
Straight run. Straight run.
Straight run. So, how about one from each of you, people that you admire and inspire you that you follow? Obviously, Zach and Jody,
Yes.
which are amazing, and his hair gel products have
Oh,
got
I
to
know.
be
I
incredible.
love his hair.
His hair is like perfect. I tried it, not so much. Not so much on the fat round face. Skinny face, I could pull it off, but fat round face like Fred Flintstone, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at me going, oh, he does look like Fred Flintstone. What the heck?
Hey, Fred.
Hey, how you doing, Wilma?
Yes.
That would be an Austin costume for you guys.
Oh my gosh, that would.
Yeah, Halloween's right around the corner.
Oh my gosh.
You guys would win. You get the big fat pearls around your neck and everything, and he can like not have any underwear underneath the caveman
Yeah.
outfit, slip and fall. All right, so one other person, organization, or couple that you
yeah.
guys follow for inspiration. We would
Well-
love to give them a shout out.
Oh, definitely. Judy and Gavin.
Judy and Gavin.
For sure. Judy and Gavin Holt. They
Really?
are awesome.
You're going to
They're-
bring them up after taking a trip to California
Yeah.
and making
Absolutely.
everybody in Oklahoma extremely jealous.
That's right.
Thank you
That's
so
right.
much for that.
Oh my gosh.
We're sitting here dying in the heat. They're playing by the ocean.
I know, right?
Oh, look at my photo of my lovely bride on the beach looking into the light. Oh, God. Yeah, like we didn't see that.
Their locations are just gorgeous
They are.
there.
Yeah, and
Oh.
you would think, you know what? In their locations, they're probably going around, oh, God, not another freaking beach shot. I wish I was in Oklahoma with a tornado in the background.
Oh yeah, no, she was like, I wish we had fields. I thought, oh gosh, if I had to photograph.
I don't want field. I want the sand.
I know,
That's
right?
right.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
All right, so what about you? Who do you look up to?
Judy and Gavin. Judy and Gavin.
Oh, come on,
definitely.
you gotta give me somebody different.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're first and foremost. We also follow Lynn and Jersa. I don't know if you've heard of those guys.
No, I don't think I have.
They're the
Oh,
guys
they're
that do
awesome.
SLR Lounge.
Oh, yes. Okay, now, yes, SLR Lounge, I definitely know that.
And he's actually photographed with them as well. Just,
Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously. So 35 years I've been shooting, and I don't get to photograph with, like, anybody famous or anything like that. And you get to have all these, like, cool people you get to photograph. Man, you guys' workshop is going to be awesome. Sign me up. Mentor me. And probably the first thing they're going to say is, okay, so lose 50 pounds, slide into a vest before you can show up to one of our weddings. Oh, that is totally good. All right, so as a wrap up, because now we're going to officially wrap it up, we have a bazinga question that we normally love to ask our guest. And it's normally just an out of the ordinary, non-photo related question. Not going to do the shoe one with you because obviously you have a lot of shoe fashion. I think it's like, dude, I'm like so
love shoes.
jealous of you. You're like awesome. I mean, he's over there being all quiet, like, yeah, I'm the tech guy, I do all the lighting, and check out my hot wife. Okay?
Aww.
So I think it's very endearing, and I'm like just so totally freaking jealous. Okay, Terry, are you ready to get remarried again? Have them guys shoot our wedding? Because I'm ready.
We
I
would
think-
totally
Definitely.
do it.
I think
Do
we're
it.
on like a, oh my God, are we up to 5 years already? It feels like an eternity. No, I'm just teasing. No, no, we're good. I have to love her. I had to marry her though because it was a tax break. She was
Oh
my second
God,
shooter.
She's gonna
so
kill you.
so I was like, oh, if I marry her, I could take a tax break on the incorporation. So yeah, let's do that. Well, you guys don't have kids yet, but I have 3 daughters and 2 female dogs. And I think the fish are female as well. So basically, as a man, I have no leverage in my own home, except in the bathroom. If I'm in the bathroom, that's the only place I have quiet. And they still will throw things underneath the door. Hey, can you sign this? I'm like, I am in the bathroom. Give me a break. Can you wait 5 minutes for me to sign your freaking paper? It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So, the question to you, Haley, is, if your husband Travis was a superhero,
Oh my gosh.
what would he be, and what would be his what would his name be, and what would be his secret power or his superpower?
You know what's funny though? Oh my God.
We role play at home.
I don't know. TMI. Oh, hey, that's how your marriage,
That's how the marriage works.
That's
It's
right.
role play.
Yeah.
Terry, tonight I will be the groom and you can be the photographer.
Oh my God. I would probably say Superman because I call him my Superman. I do. I know it's cheesy.
No, it's not cheesy. I think it's very endearing.
But I do. I call him my Superman. And honestly, strength. He has a lot of strength. I'm serious. Like carrying all that equipment and everything. I mean, he spoils me. He really does. And he's like, no, babe, I got all this. I'll carry all this. And I mean, I turn around and has just, I don't know how he does it. Because I can carry like 2 things and I'm like, oh, my back is already hurt.
So how come we're not seeing these Instagram photos?
We need to. That's what
I think we need to have an Instagram photo.
I need to turn around and I need to take a photo.
We need to get that shot. And you're still being called bag boy 10 years into the marriage.
That's right. I still am.
Superman.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if she was a superhero, what would she be? And what's her superpower?
Well, she'd be my superwoman.
Oh.
Oh my God. Just, oh, this is absolutely insane. Bedford Camera will have a hard time selling any cameras after this episode of the FotoFacts podcast. So what's her superpower? And it can't be strength. You already named you on strength. You got that.
Her ability to put up with me.
No.
You know what? I can understand that a lot. But I don't think it's that hard to put up with you. I think you've been like an absolutely gracious person. We really thank you guys for coming out. I hope you guys had a good time.
Oh, yes.
And it wasn't too painful.
No, it was
Definitely
actually really fun.
Well, we're going to do some more. So if you want to be a special guest and get interviewed on the FotoFacts podcast, come sit in the hot seat. This is a great place to do it. So be sure to check out the information for Bedford's PhotoCon coming up next year, 2016. And follow us on the FotoFacts podcast. And be sure to follow these 2 lovely people shooting weddings, because they are going to set the world on fire with their new mentoring program. So I'm Robert Trawick, missing my companion, Jim Felder, which is out trying to make some money. And, well, I guess he is doing it. And I'm here with Superman and Superwoman Garrett. And you can find them at Haley and Travis G for government.com. And that's the last part of today's show. And we will see you in 2 weeks on another video episode with Bedford Camera in Oklahoma City. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys coming out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was great.
Yay!